Today, we've got a story for you that honestly sounds like it's straight out of a movie. It's got a huge idea, a ton of rejection, and a massive gamble that completely paid off. This is the story of Induced AI and the two teenagers who just wouldn't quit. Let's dive in.
We're going to start with the number that got everyone talking. I mean, it's the kind of figure that makes Silicon Valley sit up and pay attention. Because when an idea pulls in this kind of money right away, you know it might just be something special.
Yep, $2.3 million. That's how much seed funding this brand new startup managed to secure. To put that in perspective, that is a huge vote of confidence for any company just getting started. But the really wild part of this story isn't the what, it's the who.
Get this. The brains behind this whole operation are Aryan Sharma and Ayush Pathak, two teenagers from India who just founded Induced AI back in 2023. So the big question is, what's the idea that's worth millions?
So let's talk about the tech. What exactly is Induced AI? Well, the concept is actually pretty simple, but the potential is, well, it's massive. The core of their company is what's called an AI agent. Okay, so imagine you have a digital assistant that literally watches what you do in your web browser, learns all the repetitive tasks, and then just does them for you. The whole point is to get rid of the boring stuff so you can focus on what actually matters. And this really gets to the heart of the problem they're solving. Just think about all the tedious, repetitive things you do online every day. Copying and pasting info, filling out the same forms over and over. They call this monotonic work, and their entire mission is to make it a thing of the past.
So here's a perfect example of how it would work in the real world. You could teach the AI a workflow, like sending out connection requests on LinkedIn. You show it how to go to the site, search a name, send a request with a nice personalized note, and then it can do that over and over again, hundreds of times. For anyone in sales or recruiting, that's an absolute game changer.
But look, a great idea is one thing. Getting someone to write a huge check for it, that's a whole other story. And for these two founders, it was a serious uphill battle. Their journey to that $2.3 million was all about pure persistence.
So what was plan A? The classic startup hustle, right? Aryan Sharma just started blasting out cold emails to basically every major name in tech he could find, just hoping that one person would see what they saw.
And the response? Mostly silence. Or just flat-out rejection. It's that soul-crushing part of the startup journey where it feels like every door is being slammed in your face. But this is the crucial part. They didn't quit. Aryan and Ayush were absolutely convinced that they were sitting on something that could change everything. They believed in their product, even when it felt like nobody else did. So they decided to make a huge bet, a really high-stakes gamble. They took what money they had, bought plane tickets, and flew straight to the center of the tech world, San Francisco. The thinking was pretty simple. If the investors won't come to us, we'll go to them. And in San Francisco, that incredible gamble actually paid off. They scored the one meeting that would change everything. So they find themselves in a room with none other than Sam Altman, who is, one of the biggest and most influential names in the entire world of AI. This was their shot, their one chance to prove this thing was for real. So what was it that won him over? Well, yeah, the technology was cool, but it was more than that. Altman was blown away by their sheer grit. I mean, the fact that two teenagers would fly halfway across the globe on their own dime just to chase their dream, that's powerful. And he bought into their bigger vision, a future where AI does all the boring work and humans get to be more creative. And the outcome was pretty much a dream come true for any founder. Sam Altman was in. He committed to investing, which gave Induced AI not just the cash it needed, but maybe more importantly, a huge stamp of approval.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, because this incredible personal story is also part of a much, much bigger shift that's happening in technology right now.
We are in the middle of an absolute explosion in AI innovation. Seriously, 2024 is seeing a flood of money and new ideas in this space. And Induced AI is in the perfect spot to ride that wave, because they're offering a tool that solves a very real, practical problem for businesses. And beyond all the tech talk, this story is just a powerful message for the whole global startup scene. It's proof that game-changing ideas and that relentless, unstoppable drive, they don't just belong to Silicon Valley. They can come from absolutely anywhere. So, the story of Induced AI really leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? What does it really take to build the next big thing? Is it the revolutionary idea? Is it the perfect technology? Or is it something more human? That unwavering belief in yourself and the raw courage to bet it all on a dream?